my home.
Thank
Please
you.
feel comfortable,
Yes.
feel free, enjoy the juice, even if I'm not the manufacturer, but yeah. Let's get to enjoy the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having us around.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just thinking, how is a Kenyan marriage preparation? Maybe I should say, how is it like when somebody, maybe for instance, you want to get married? How is the procedure like? Just to know, because I'm pretty sure, well, we probably have some things in common, but it can't be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you do it in Kenya when somebody wants to get married?
Marriage, it's there are different kind of marriages. There is that come with stay. There is that official arrangement of one getting married. So I'm pretty sure that you're asking the
right one.
The right one, yeah.
Not this guy you stab my hands. No.
Come, we try. Then
Yes.
we shall work it out from there when we are sure of what we're doing. Now, when one wants to get married, of course, the guy, the fiancé, has to come over to the place where the parents live, the home now. Even if the lady is well, she manages herself well, and she has her home.
Yeah.
It is where the girl has come from. Now that's the home for the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Now he has to come over with a friend.
Mm-hmm. So he's maybe his best friend, or
a best friend, a close friend, so that
not a family member.
It can be a family member, a person who knows him well. So when he goes to represent him, he's the one talking on behalf of the guy, the fiancé. Now when he's being asked a question, he needs to know the guy well.
Okay.
So there are some questions that you can be asked from the other side. So you should be knowing that person well. That's why we say that you have to be taken by a friend.
Okay.
And it doesn't have necessarily to go with a crowd of 5-6 people. Just 1 or 2 friends are just enough. Now when you go to visit the home,
that's at the girl's parents' home.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a complicated thing. It's just an official visit and of letting know that we are of interest. There's something that is bringing us to your home, and it's letting the family and the parents know that we want to have marriage. And just simple as that. Okay. We are interested with the girl from this home, and particularly who. And now they ask what are your plans, and now you say that we were coming to just to let you know, to knowing the home first, and also making you know that we are interested, and many other things will follow. Okay.
So now I'm cutting you short.
Yes.
So like how, I'm sure there must be a way it is said in Kiswahili, like.
Yeah.
So like how do they say it in Kiswahili?
In Kiswahili it's just introduction.
Yeah.
And in Kiswahili we say kujua nyumbani. Kujua nyumbani.
Okay.
Knowing the home, knowing where the girl is from.
Okay.
Yeah, kujua nyumbani. And also letting out the parents know it's kueleza jinsia yako ya kuja ni lengo lako.
Ama mpango wako kuhusu msichana wetu, ama wewe mwenyewe, your intention
of you coming to.
Okay.
Mbona umekuja nyumbani? Why have you come to this home? What is your intention?
And how do you describe the woman that someone wants to marry? Like for instance, like in my tribe, when a man wants to marry and it's a little bit different for us. The first step will be for him to visit my parents, but he can't go to my parents' house with a friend. So for us, he needs to go with an elderly family member. So mostly he'll go with his uncle, his closest uncle, maybe even his grandfather. He can't go with his friend. It doesn't show respect for us. Yeah, because he's going to meet my parents, so he has to go with some elderly people from his family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now from this side, I'm saying from what I have seen.
Yeah.
And the cultures are different from this side of the country. And you might go with somebody elderly, but now this at this stage we are just coming to know them.
Okay.
We are not coming to pay dowry. Dowry you need now to have older and elderly people and people your uncles, your parents as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And to make it deeper, in our culture we call it kiama.
Okay.
Kiama it's a clan. It's a clan thing.
Okay.
Of elderly group of people who does that for you.
Okay.
Not just any other, not just friend.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is another stage. Of now
okay.
after coming to visit your home, because now you cannot come with the ratio, the ratio.
No.
You can't come with the dowry.
So dowry is
monetary.
Is it what? What did you call it? Ratio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Bride price.
Yeah.
there are stages. You also need to know what you should bring. You just don't come with anything.
Okay.
So there are many stages, several stages that one should learn to know what you're supposed to come with, and who also to come with. Yeah. So, but this initial stage, a friend will do. Just coming to know where this child is from. Know their parents and just that, and you're not supposed to alter many deep other information because it's just initial stage. Yeah.
Okay. So now there's that part where, so like my tribe, when the man goes there with his elderly family members, then they'll say something like, we've seen a flower in this house. For us to describe a woman as a flower, so they'll say, we've seen a flower in this house, and our son is interested in this flower, and things like that. Is there any way women are described in your tribe?
Personally, I've heard people say goats.
Okay.
So meaning, let me give you a situation. When a girl gets pregnant before officially getting married, that means someone has knocked a goat, or we call it kuvunja mguu, like
broken a leg or something.
Yes. So when they come, they'll say Bori, like us Kikuyus, we say ni Bori. And how do they refer?
They normally say we have seen a good thing.
Okay.
And that we want to chase that, a good thing. And in our culture, we termed it as goat. When we are paying, when the dowry is being paid, we term it as like how many goats. Yes.
So, like even in the modern times, when the man is paying the dowry, do they pay in monetary terms, or they bring goats, or how is it done? Like even in the modern times.
There must be goats. Like they have to bring goats. There's I don't know how they call it, but they have two specific goats that you must bring.
Hey.
Yes. And they have names. Well, personally, I'm not that deep into
Yeah.
but there are specific goats that you must bring, you know.
Ah.
And when you bring them, now you can bring them when you can bring the money and stuff.
Okay.
But
the most important things are the goats.
yes, those goats you must. That's a must be. So after that, now they can start telling you that maybe you can get some lettuce, maybe a tank of water, you know, and etc. I mean, it depends with the family whatever they want. So they're the ones who will be specific on whatever they want, but mainly you must bring the two goats. And you know, I think they have stages. Like you can't. I don't know whether you can bring them once. No, you can. But they have she goat like the what do we call it? Mimi? We call it the gama, but there's this specific goat that you must do.
Okay.
So you can go maybe this month, and then you're told maybe after maybe a certain, depending on how you guys have decided. So yeah.
Interesting. At least I've learned something about the different cultures though. But I think for us something that is maybe similar to that one, being the Dowry in my country. I know people from southern province, like the southern part of Zambia. They normally have such a tradition where during the Dowry payment, well, I don't know exactly how they did because it's not from my tribe, but I know for them they also believe in paying through like using animals. So for them it's cattle, which we call cows anyway. Yeah, so before you make the Dowry payment, or maybe actually sometimes I think even just cows are Dowry payment enough. Maybe one cow, or is it 5 cows, or whatever number you're told. But in my tribe, I think in the modern time, I don't think we had it. Maybe a long time, yeah, probably they used to use animals. But yeah, like in the modern time, I think in my tribe, it's just basically monetary form. So somebody will just
things have changed. Things have times as times goes by, and you see when some your parents are living in town areas.
Yeah.
And when you bring goats and the cows,
oh, they put them.
You exchanged with the monetary.
Maybe for example, I can give an example. You're told we need like 100 goats. So of course, when you're told they need 100 goats, now you can know how you can money. So maybe let's say for example, a goat you can get a goat with 8,000 shillings, so you can multiply the number of goats that maybe they buy. So yeah, you can take that.
Yeah, I think that even makes it easier.
Yes.
Well, it's actually interesting. At least I've learned 1 or 2 things about how it's done. But then there's another thing. Well, it's just my observation. I really don't know. Or maybe that's the one you called come and stay. What did you call it?
Come and stay.
Yeah, like I've noticed here you will find people can be cohabiting before they get married legally or officially married. They'll be staying together. So I was actually wondering whether it's a prerequisite for marriage that you first have to get to know each other, or maybe it's just one of those, you know.
No, it's not a must. It depends with the person who you're dating. So if you personally feel like you need to stay with that person before, but even circumstances do force people to maybe stay together without getting married. Maybe financial problems. Others maybe their parents, they don't want the guy to marry. You know, there's so many reasons.
So you force it on yourself.
So I believe no one has ever made a choice. Everyone would wish to go and get married. It's only that we are not all the same, and life happens, you know.
Yeah.
But there are some people who are very, very. I don't want to say they don't have plans or anything, but there are people who are not in those places, which is unfortunate because I believe as a man, you need to take responsibility, and also you should follow the deal, you know, because getting someone into your house and saying that you've married him or her and you don't have the blessings of the parents, I believe it's not something that should be encouraged, but let me say people who go for come we stay. Some maybe they don't have plans to get married, or maybe they're just doing it for fun. I think everyone can just has his or her own story. But I believe everyone knows that you're supposed to go and of course know the parents and ask a hand for them, you know.
Remember to subscribe, to like and share my video, and you can place your comments in the comment section. Thank you.